Hi my friends, welcome back to my channel. At the start of the year, there's this natural momentum to go after our goals, to be really consistent, to have high motivation. But what happens when March hits? What happens when that motivation fades? In this video, I want to take you guys through a full day in my life, what I'm eating, what my workouts are, what my healthy habits are that are helping me stay motivated and consistent without losing my mind. Because let's be real, we can go hard as possible, we can do all of these things to burn ourselves out, but how do we reach our fitness goals and keep our sanity? Is it possible? I think it is, and let me show you exactly what I'm doing to get there. Grocery haul! I used to wake up early thinking I had to immediately check off a to-do list, but who said that's the best way to live? You are in control of your pace. Please ignore how messy this is. I need to organize it. Boom, bop, bam. This is the type of you wouldn't understand. My instincts was to push harder, hustle, 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 or I won't be successful. But then after a little snacky, I chose to do nothing because if I had kept going, kept working, my energy and my work would have suffered. Pausing, resetting, and slowing down does not make you weak. It actually allows you to be fully present when you need. When creating fitness goals, what do we typically do? We say, I want to lose 10 pounds, build muscle, and get abs. Then, if we set that goal and don't reach it by March, we believe we failed. Is that really failure? Success isn't just about hitting one single metric. It's not all or nothing. Sometimes we focus so much on one outcome that we miss the bigger picture. The most successful people don't see things in black and white. They don't think, I failed or I succeeded. Instead, they break things down, looking at all the different factors that contribute to the bigger picture.
Throw it.
Throw it?
No, don't throw it.
1, 2, 3, 2. Nutrition, movement, sleep, stress management, mindset, and consistency over time. Spinach. And shrimp. Feta. Brookie. Pineapple. Chicken breast. Pita. And more strawberries. And public sushi. Last but certainly not least, lemon puffix. Because as I told you guys, I'm struggling to drink water, so this is my solution. Even though this does have 2 grams of carbs, but like, it's alright. I used to think that if something wasn't working for me, it was because of everybody else but me. Maybe I didn't have the right circumstances. Maybe the timing wasn't perfect. Maybe other people had an advantage that I didn't. And then I read the book Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink, and it completely changed the way I see responsibility. One of the biggest lessons in the book comes from a story Jocko tells: confusion, miscommunication, things falling apart. It sounded like pure chaos, I'm not even gonna lie. It could have been extremely easy to blame the circumstances, the intel, or even the team members for making mistakes. But instead, Jocko took full responsibility. He owned every failure, every misstep, every challenge. And because he did that, his team respected him even more. They trusted him. And most importantly, they ended up taking responsibility for their own parts as well. This is a little bit of a side tangent, but it's crazy how much we can inspire other people by not trying to forcefully change them, but by simply being the change that we want to see. I'm not gonna lie, that's when it clicked for me. if I wanted to change my life, my health, my career, my mindset, I had to take extreme ownership of it. No more blaming other people. No more waiting for the perfect moment. If I was unhappy, it was because of my own actions. If I wasn't seeing results, it was because I wasn't showing up in the way I needed to. Now, this doesn't mean it's grinding myself into exhaustion time, but it does mean being brutally honest with myself. Am I making excuses? Am I blaming other people or my circumstances? Or am I taking full responsibility and adjusting my actions? Because at the end of the day, no one is coming to save you. The green juice today is a little bit more on the green juice side and then less sweet because the only fruit I added was pineapple, but it's still really good. And this, honestly, I know you guys have seen me post this in my videos all the time, but this is genuinely my favorite way to start the day. I wholeheartedly believe if you get a good night's sleep and you wake up and you have a green juice, you don't even have to have all of this. I don't know how many ounces is in this. I would guess 16. Even if you have 6 to 8 ounces, this is such a natural boost of energy and vitamins. And for me, it's just the best way to start the day. And honestly, if I do that, sleep and do my green juice, I don't need coffee. I just am addicted to coffee at this point in my life. But you really don't need that like caffeine if you do it in this natural way, because I think it's so hard for so many of us to get like fruits and veggies in our diet. And this is just such an easy way to do it right when you wake up in the morning. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Obviously, as you guys can tell, I do wish I added a little bit more ginger. I just love the taste of ginger. But I am training to do a marathon. My thing is though, I'm not going to do it and focus on it until the end of this year for many reasons, but I really want to do a half marathon in like a month or two. And so on my training schedule today, we have 8.2 miles. And if you guys maybe saw my I Tried the World's Healthiest Diet video, in that video, I randomly did 10 miles because I had so much energy because I was actually on like Christmas break then. And so I was getting a lot of sleep. I was really only focused on content, and usually I'm doing content and my full-time job, so I'm just always exhausted. But that day I had so much energy and I just woke up and ran 10 miles and it was so painful. And it really started to hurt around mile 7. Like the last 3 miles, I literally just blacked out and just said, put your head down and get it done. So I'm really nervous today to film it and do it, but we're gonna do it. We got 8 miles today, so we're gonna go to the really pretty area of where I live because I love when I run to manifest like my future home in the future and look at really pretty houses because it distracts me. So that's what we're gonna do today. We got 8 miles. Woo! Man, I'm like genuinely scared. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I am gonna film this on my phone because I'm actually gonna make a reel. So just so you guys know, it's gonna be like a reel form and not in like YouTube-y format. I'm so nervous. Okay, besties, we have 8 miles to run and I have 0 motivation, but we got it. We're gonna do it. And you're gonna do it with me because I can't do it alone today. This past week at work drained me. I was in the office 4 times, meeting with partners, hitting deadlines, trying to be a great colleague, showing up for my boss. And by the end of the week, I was depleted. And then came the weekend, the time I usually focus on making content for you. But I genuinely didn't feel like I could show up. I felt sad, exhausted, and like I was just falling behind on every single fitness goal because I had prioritized work so much. And that's when I reached out to my friend for advice because I literally didn't even feel like I had the capacity to make a decision for myself. And she told me something so simple: take a day off. And so I did. And in that rest, this entire video idea came to me naturally, effortlessly. That's when it hit me. Oh my gosh. The biggest tip that I can give you for staying healthy, consistent, and reaching your goals, especially when you're unmotivated, is to listen to your body. Your body is always communicating with you. We are officially done 8 miles, and that was genuinely the best 8 miles I've ever done in my life. I mean, I've only ran this far now twice in my life, so I don't have much experience, but I just took it really slow. And truly, what's that back in the day saying, like the turtle versus the whatever, the slower animal? I was the slower animal today because my pace was very slow, but it felt so good. And to me, that's like how I should be running. I should be running, it should feel good, it should feel easy. and we knocked it out of the park.
And emotionally, your body gives signals too. Frustration, sadness, even emptiness, all of those things are pointing us towards something. Grinding and pushing when you have nothing left to give doesn't help anyone, and it definitely doesn't help you. What I've learned is that when I take a step back and actually get curious about what my body is telling me, I come back stronger, more energized, and ready to show up as my real self. Because let's be really real here, none of us have time to fake it 24/7. I actually genuinely hate the phrase fake it till you make it because what does that even mean? Just thinking about faking it exhausts me. So instead, what if we felt our way through it? What if we actually listened to our bodies instead of forcing them into burnout? That shift and all of the shifts that I've shared with you in this video have completely changed everything for me. And I know it can change your life too. So we're ending the night with one of my favorites because I refuse to have a restrictive diet. I refuse to count every single piece of food that comes into my mouth. I refuse to limit myself in any way, including with food and the food that I eat. We are here to do so much more than just obsess over our bodies. And as much as I love being lean, helping you get lean, helping you look snatched if that's your goal, I also love brownies, and I love having a little sweet treat at night. And for you, it may not be a sweet treat. For you, it might be a Dr. Pepper or a Pepsi, or it might be a glass of wine. I don't know. I don't judge. It's whatever you decide to do. But the thing is, if we are going to be sustainable, if we are going to reach our goals, 80-20. A lot of us say 80-20, but then we don't live by 80-20, but we actually have to do 80-20, and this is my 20, and I have no shame or hate for myself. I love this for me. It's genuinely one of my favorite parts of the day.